Ladies and gents, welcome back to The Random. It's your host, SmallwoodWorldWide. We're back again with another video. And today, we're going to take a look at iPadOS 26 beta number 3. Operative phrase here, it is a beta, so it is still a work in progress. There's plenty that's going to change before it releases later this year. But for now, I'm excited about it. The world is excited about it. We're going to take a look at it. Let's go ahead and scroll through a couple of quick features. Number one, with beta number 3, we saw Apple take a different approach with the glass design. Let's go ahead and pull that up and see what that looks like. Number one, press and hold on the screen. We're going to go up here and press edit. Let's try that again. There we are. We're going to hit customize. Now, in terms of customizing, we're going to hit clear. Okay? Because that's the only thing that matters. As you can see, the design changes. I'll leave it in terms of auto between, dark mode, light mode. But you know what? For the sake of this video, let's make it light. Boom. Let's click over. Let's let it take effect. Let's go through. Now, this is an M4 iPad Pro, so everything tends to be very buttery smooth. As you can see, scroll over. It still looks pretty cool. However, it does look more like frosted glass. Let's go ahead and click here. Let's take a look. All right. Let's click in. As you can see, all the different apps. It still has elements of the glass design, but I would argue it's not quite as strong as it once was in the first release. This is why, ladies and gents, you cannot listen to the internet. Apple, you had a great design going. I do hope in a final version, it reverts back to being more of the strong glass design. It was one of the most amazing things that I'd ever seen from an OEM. Let's go ahead and take a look here. There we are. Again, it's buttery smooth. Now, let's hop into what we came to see. iPadOS 26. Number one, let's open up an app. This is Safari. As you can see, shout out to Summer League, opening up in real time. One of my favorite features is, you see this in the lower right-hand corner? It gives me shades of Vision OS. Let's go ahead and take that. Wow. You haven't seen that before, right? That's right. Let's swipe down here to Control Center. As you can see, instead of Stage Manager, you have Workflows. Let's go ahead and click on that. You see, Stage Manager is still listed. However, you have what's called Windowed Apps, right? So I'm going to go out of Stage Manager, which is still there. We're going to go back to Windowed Apps. The importance of this is you have the ability to move anything, anywhere, at any time. Let's take a look. You see that? Looks good. And you see that? Looks pretty good. Also, you can resize it to kind of sit wherever you want it to be. For people complaining that you don't have split screen anymore, yes, you do. It's just done a lot differently. So let's go ahead and put this here. And let's make it full screen. Right? Or let's go all the way down. There we are. Looks good, right? Web page moves, buttery smooth. Now, let's click here. Look at that. That reminds you of Mac OS. Now, if you hit the red button, that's an X. It's going to exit out of the app, which is cool. A nice way to quit. The yellow is going to minimize, but my favorite is the green. Let's long press, right? And actually, before we long press, let's just press it once. Now, that fills up the entire screen. That's the easiest way to do it. If you want to get out of that, just move it down, as you see. Again, that's a part of this new workflows. I love that. Come back here, press and hold on the green. You have move and resize. You can move it all the way to the left, all the way to the right. You can move it to the top. You can move it to the bottom. You can fill the screen. You can do half the screen. And you could put it in thirds, or you could do quadrants. For all you folks out there who complain about multitasking, I have yet to see anybody successfully doing 4 things at once. For the sake of argument, we're going to do 2. Let's go ahead and put this here. All right. Now, we're going to swipe up. Let's take a look. Let's see what else we got here. You know what? I'm going to open this up right there. Chrome. All right. I don't really use Chrome like that, but we're going to put it here. Long press. We're going to put it to the side. Look at that. Split screen. Still working. It's still splendid. Still works really well. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Scarlett Johansson. Now, the highest grossing actor of all time. Lead actor. Emphasis. Gotta love that. Check out that Ferrari Testarossa. Always amazing. And shout out to PlayStation. Now, back to iPadOS 26. When I take a look at this, the split screen piece here is undefeated. The only thing I wish they would do is bring this to the iPhone. But that's beside the point. Let's go ahead and get out of here and take a look at what's next and click out of there. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what's called preview. Again, for folks that want to know, why is it not a computer? Is it going to be a computer? This is your answer. What's a computer? Apple's dropped a massive campaign on this in the past. You can make it be whatever it is that you need it to be. And my favorite part, again, move it to wherever you want it to be. You see how it stops where I stop it at? It no longer locks in place. Ladies and gents, dare I say, we have true customization on the iPad Pro and iOS. Gotta love it. Now, let's go ahead and go out of there. In case you don't like this new design, which again, I understand, it's a beta. Let's go ahead and click here, long press. We'll hit edit, we'll hit customize. We'll go back to default, okay? Now, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You get a chance to see everything else here. It's pretty nice. Let's say we open up this app. Once again, move it here. Scroll up to the middle, take a look. You still have this type of workflow, which is pretty cool. I think it's amazing. Another one of my favorite features here with iPadOS 26 is the ability to just kind of go in here and watch this. Let's move this down. Let's go here. Let's take this. Nope, wrong thing. Live video, folks. You know what time it is. Let's click in and let's make this a third. Let's go here because there are instances where you may want 3 things open at once. I'm going to open up IG, and you know how that goes. Enter at your own risk. I'm going to click in right there. I'm going to make it a third. There we are. And now let's grab one more app. Let's take a look here. How about Twitter? We can't go wrong with that. I'm going to take this, bring it down, click in. Let's try that one more time. A little WNBA action. And there you are. 3 apps running side by side. A little bit of throwback Desperate Housewives action. Of course, we got ESPN. But just in case you think that, it's something special, guess what? You have the ability to kind of go between any other page here. As you know, this is always great. Let's just scroll here for a second. Oh, wait, here's IG. Let's go back down again. Let's hit the refresh button. And there we are. A little baller alert action. Let's actually get off Wi-Fi so we can move a little bit faster here. And as you see, things load up rather quickly. All right, uninterrupted. Let's go over here. Let's see what we got. Little Apple upgrade program action. Very nice. Go back here. Pure Google. Go over to Twitter. There you are again. WNBA action. Bella Twins. They're back in WWE. Shout out to the Bellas. As you can see, all this works out pretty seamlessly. When I think of iPadOS 26, I think of people who've always wanted the best of all worlds as it pertains to a Mac, as it pertains to an iPad, as it pertains to an age-old question, can this be my only device? My answer to you is a resounding yes. iPad has been my only device. I've not used a MacBook. I've not used a MacBook Pro as my only device now for almost a decade. Ever since the iPad Pros have come out, the software has gotten better and better. And now, pretty much no matter what your workflow is, you could bank on this being pretty reliable. As far as iPadOS 26, my thing is this. Wait around, keep watching, keep seeing how the changes come in with the betas. But as always, don't judge it until we get the final software release. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. I just highlighted a couple of quick features here with iPadOS 26. No need to do a deep dive again. It's a beta. This is an M4 iPad Pro. Everything is buttery smooth. If you want to see the glass design again, let's go ahead, hit edit, customize, clear. We're going to go with light just so you can see a shift and change. We'll go auto because it is nighttime where I'm at right now. And there you are. Everything else changes. It usually takes a moment for it to take effect. Again, being that it's a beta. But as you can see, it works rather seamlessly. You can kind of go in here, do the 3D long press. You go in, everything that you see has the same effect. Again, I think it's great. If you plug this into the studio display, which I'll show you in the next video, it's even more just absolutely ridiculous. All the different, things you can do with the studio display, with the actual M4 iPad Pro. and going back and forth. If you notice, look at that. You see that? There's a little Mac OS cursor right there. And I actually like that. I'm lying. I love it. What I want them to do, though, give us the ability to customize that. If they do that, that's a 10 out of 10 major win. Also, if you notice right here, you know what that is? That's phone. What does that mean? You can finally make phone calls through a phone app on your iPad Pro, just like you would do with Google Voice. You also, on a sneak tip, you can do this on Vision Pro. Phone calls have come to Vision Pro using FaceTime audio. You heard it from here first. I will shoot a video on that as well coming up. But for now, that's enough on the beta. Beta number 3, iPadOS 26. We'll see you again sooner than you think on a new edition of The Random. Shout out to the channel for hitting 700 subscribers. Keep it coming. Let's try to get to 1,000, see where else we can grow. Hit me up in the comments, and we'll talk to you sooner than you think. Peace.